What is up, YouTube? My name is Like the Yeti. Welcome to Stardew Valley. And I messed up. I forgot to hit unmute on this video. So it's going to be voiceover style. It's going to be pretty short, which honestly worked out pretty well. This episode ended up being like 2.5 hours recording time. So to break it down into possibly a 10 to 15 minute video and just do a voiceover, kind of works out. It's going to be a little different. I hope you all still like it. I hope you all still enjoy. I'm going to try to keep as much in there as possible, but just kind of do a recap of each day that we did. I can't believe I did this again, but I didn't want to not post. Yeah, this is Stardew Valley. I'll see y'all in the next one. What is up, YouTube? My name is Like the Yeti, and welcome to a special edition of Stardew Valley. We join our farmer Locke, as we always do in the mornings, getting that weather report, and I believe this is going to be a rainy day. We have a lot of rainy days this episode. We're still working on delivering all of those eggplants, or shipping all those eggplants, as I should say. So we start the day harvesting all of these and dropping them directly into the box, and away they go, into the great unknown. Popped in very briefly to pick up our quality corn. We finally have enough to deliver that to the community center. And what would an episode be if I didn't give you your watering can time-lapse fix? Taking a look at our objectives now in the journal, the only things we really had to do was get to the bottom of the mine and deliver eggplant. Also, flipping through the bundles for the community center, I realized that we could probably finish the vault today as well. We then debated on buying trees for an obnoxiously long time. We delivered our honey and our quality corn to the Junimo, and I wanted to hit the mines, but at this point we still did not have our pickaxe back from Clint. I went to buy more chickens from Marnie, but as usual, Marnie wasn't working, so I raided her bedroom instead. Took this as a sign as I probably shouldn't get more chickens. Finished this day out pretty uneventfully with some fishing for some extra gold. We also bought an extra tapper, which I dropped on a maple tree to get some syrup. And we bought a preserves jar to make some jellies. After giving Raj Kitty a pet, that wraps up day 18. Starting off the next day strong, we get the notification our pickaxe is ready, and then we get that weather report. Beautiful sunny day tomorrow, but it is currently raining, which means we're going to get to skip out on a lot of our farming duties today and do some other things. Caroline sent us a letter. She wants a jack-o'-lantern for the Spirits Eve festival, which I'm assuming is just a Halloween party. Quick once more on the farm to see if I could harvest anything, and also checking for pumpkins for Caroline. Nothing available right now, but we do get one later for her. Telling Waffle and Butter I love them is a daily occurrence that often goes missed in these episodes, so there you go. With our pickaxe ready, I accepted this special request from the wizard to bring him prismatic jellies. I haven't seen one yet, but I figured if we are going to start journeying down there anyway, we might as well accept this challenge. I just didn't realize how daunting of a task this was going to be. Early to Clint as usual, so I'm just going to slam my face against the door until he opens, and eventually he let me in, and we got our new steel pickaxe. Now finally able to open this side area to the mine, where we met this guy, and he said this to me. Yeah, I don't know. Didn't seem like there was really anything to do here, so we headed back to the mines. Jumping straight down to level 60, I had only 2 goals in mind. Find the prismatic jelly and reach level 100, because I thought that was going to be the end. I was gravely mistaken. I believe this is level 70, where we were rewarded with a master slingshot, because I use my normal slingshot so often. And with just a couple hours until midnight, we decided to keep going and try to push on to the next checkpoint. This is the first time I fought skeletons, which is pretty cool. They have a ranged attack, which I'm guessing is why they gave us the slingshot. But I figured just fighting them with my sword was better, and then I stole their sword. So it was pretty good. I unfortunately did not reach the next elevator in this day, but, spoiler alert, a lot more mining coming up. A lot of loot earned from down there in the mines, though. A lot of those barrels dropped me a lot of good stuff. I ended up keeping a lot of the cosmetic stuff, the boots and that kind of thing, just for fun. Mostly end up selling everything else. After dropping pretty much everything into the box to sell, We head on inside, no Rajaki to be found, he must be outside playing in the rain. We head to bed and bring day 19 to a close. Day 20 starts us off with telling us there is a thunderstorm coming our way, which gravely helps us out because we have that mining to do. We got rewarded 500 gold from Mr. Lewis and the Stardew Valley Agricultural Fund to help further our good work. Then we jump in and give y'all your time-lapse fix. Catch up with Locke over at Clint's. We're going to process some geodes. Our first one gives us our first iridium ore, which is super cool. The frozen ones give us a bunch of iron ore and 3 new things for Gunther's museum. We take those down to Gunther, and we get 2 new rewards out of it. Gunther rewarded us with pumpkin seeds and a drum block. The pumpkin seeds we're going to have to save because they are going to go out of season. The drum block makes a sound when you walk past it. I haven't really figured out the use for that yet. I do really want to reorganize the museum, but that's going to have to be a later time. With that all said and done, we now head back to the mines, jump straight down to level 70, and we continue our search for that jelly, for the wizard, and for the end of this mine. This is where we acquired the bone sword, which ended up being substantially better than our bug sword. With new sword equipped, we trudged on. This, I believe, was level 75, meaning we had reached the next checkpoint. After a few cave snacks, we eventually reached level 80, and this rewarded us with Firewalker boots, officially starting the magma levels. We equip those new boots, and basically with a full inventory, we keep going. This is our first interaction with the masked void guy, and we make quick work of him, but damn, you scared the shit out of me. We reach our next elevator checkpoint just as the time strikes midnight. I decide it's probably our best bet to grab that diamond, grab our loot, and head back to the farm before we turn into a pumpkin. More importantly, before we owe the Joja team member $1,000. Our diamond finished duplicating, so now we can finally get one over to Gunther. We give Rajakitty a pet, and then we head off to sleep, cuddling our giant diamond, like every good farm boy does. We went with Fighter here, because all attacks dealing 10% more damage makes the most sense to me. Day 21 gets started with, shocker, a weather report, and we're going to get another rainy day tomorrow. We also got a Queen of Sauce episode, and we got glazed yams. Sounds delicious. No watering duties for the day because of the rain, but we do have to harvest these eggplants and get them shipped for our challenge. We also snag a pumpkin right there, and that's going to make its way over to Caroline and complete that challenge as well. Actually, that pumpkin ended up being a quality pumpkin, so we're saving that for the community center, giving that to the Junimo. Took a brief stop at Clint's to process some geodes. They didn't yield us anything new. Now up at the community center to drop off the few things we have for the Junimo. We purchased the 10,000 gold bundle, which gave us a lightning rod, and then we dropped off an aquamarine to Emily to further that dye bundle completion. And you guessed it, back down to the mines, straight down to level 85. We are pushing for that level 100, which I thought was going to be the end. And still looking for the special jelly that the wizard requested that I haven't seen yet. This is level 90, and here I was thinking we are so close to the end. We were rewarded making it this far by a chest giving us a brand new sword. It was substantially better than our stolen skeleton sword though, so we now have the obsidian edge. I came across these helmeted jellies, which I got super excited, thinking that this was the answer to my challenge, and was sadly mistaken. It was not. End of the day in the mines, and we made it all the way to level 95. 5 away from that 100 that I was trying to get to. We sold pretty much everything that we earned that night to get some more gold, turned in right at midnight, And then there was a weird sound right here, and I don't know what it was. And they don't really explain what it was. We leveled up our farming. We got a seed maker, which I haven't messed around with, and I have no idea what it does. A better sprinkler, and quality fertilizer. Day 22, and we start the day off getting the weather like we always do. And we have a beautiful sunny day for the first time in a couple days now. More eggplant sprouted, so we get those harvested and shipped. The special request board was updated, and Robin is looking for hardwood. Gus is looking for eggs. And I felt like the easiest one out of these two to do would probably be Robin's. And then looking back on this was a grave mistake, and I should have just went with the eggs. But, you know, how I do. Was going to pop in here and give Haley a gift because I feel like I got something that she would like, and ran into this interaction. Basically where Haley and Emily are arguing over who should clean stuff because they share a house. So Emily says, "You're being childish, Haley. I do the vast majority of work in this house." And then they want you to pick a side. She calls me a farm boy. Emily says I have a name. Ultimately, we end up telling them that maybe Haley can make this her weekly job, and they both seem to settle down. We headed up to Haley, who was having a thunderstorm nap, and gave her a diamond. I'm assuming I got that interaction because I'm friends with Haley. I tried to enter Emily's room. I got that message, which tells me that me and Emily are not very close yet. Pierre's board had a pretty simple challenge. We needed to slay 4 red slimes and get 500 gold from Lewis. I accepted it, knowing that I was going to try and reach level 100. I had some jam for the Junimo, so I ran up here to add this to the collection. You know, sometimes I feel like their grandma. Like, "Here you go, sweetie. You got some jam for your lunch tomorrow." From grandma to sugar daddy. Ran over to the other side and purchased the 5,000 gold bundle. All we have left for that one is the low one, 2,500. And then that one will be completed as well. Back to the mines, we make our push for 100. I should have known, seeing that space down there, that there was going to be more. But, you know, my brain don't brain sometimes. This guy shot a fireball at me, and I still have no idea what the hell he is. This was finally level 100. It gave me a star fruit, which gave me happy thoughts. It had me think about Raja Kitty. The star drop raised my maximum energy, telling me that there was probably a lot more after this level than I even thought there was going to be. This was my last red slime, earning me 500 gold from Lewis. Called it quits at level 105 as I ultimately felt very defeated. Looking back though, we did make a lot of progress because we did start this whole mining adventure before level 70, and now we're into triple digits. Hopped into the Adventurers Guild to sell some of my old swords and some of the mob drops that we got. End of day 22 really just ended up being a day of mining. Day 23 brought us some sunshine, so straight out to the farm I went. We had some eggplants ready. I pulled those and dropped them straight into the box to ship. We are very, very close at completing this eggplant one. I'm just not entirely sure we're going to make it yet. And of course we fed Waffle and Butter. I started to clear some hardwood for Robin, and I realized just how daunting of a task that I had taken on. Should have just went with the eggs. Popped into Marnie's one more time to try and buy some more chickens, and surprise, surprise, she wasn't there. Forgot about our monster slaying challenge, like I always do, so I had to go hunt down Lewis. Couldn't find him, so I popped in the community center, planning on finishing this vault bundle. We had some quality fertilizer from when we bought the 5,000 pack. So picked up that, finished this bundle, and we received a chocolate cake. And then the Junimo threw us a party. This house was empty for years. The trees moved in. So did we. That bundle being finished gave us this cool little office area that also should repair the bus. Ran into Mayor Lewis down here. Got our 500 gold from slaying those slimes. Dropped off the little bit of hardwood I had, and I believe we spent most of this day looking for more. Ran into Linus. He always makes me so sad. Tried using the bus and remembered that the Junimo don't fix anything until after you go to sleep. So the 24th the bus will be fixed. To round out the day, collected some hardwood from the secret forest. And then I tried to offer the cannoli guy some chocolate cake. He didn't want any. And then turned in pretty early. I was very, very excited to see the desert. The morning of day 24, and I'm so excited. We got our weather report. It's going to rain again. We got these crops watered as quickly as possible, and then we're shooting straight over to Pam to head to the desert. Just kidding. I bought 2 more chickens. This is syrup and toast, and I love them with my entire life. Now we're hitching a ride with Pam. She is super excited to be back up and running. Didn't realize it would cost money for some reason. Like, I paid to repair it. I gotta pay for tickets too. Whatever. First thing I did over here was talk to the trader, which was super cool. He'll sell you a variety of different things, and you give him, like, geodes or artifacts that you find. Super cool concept. Then I pet the camel, because I'm me and I had to. After unsuccessfully cutting down a cactus, collecting some cactus fruit and a coconut, I found the oasis, which was a convenience store. This was where we met a new character. Her name is Sandy. She's friends with Emily, and she was very surprised to see us. I checked out some of the stuff she had to offer. She offered some really cool seeds that Pierre doesn't offer. Then I got the cold shoulder from her bouncer, and I promptly left. Next, I found this weird ritual site, but didn't bring any dead bodies with me, so I didn't have a use for it. Last thing I did was I had to fish, because my thought was, where else was I going to find this sandfish at? Lo and behold, first thing I pull out of there was a sandfish. Was on my way to the community center, and of all things, Caroline asks me for a coconut. And we just happened to pick up a bunch of coconut. And we finally get to finish the fish tank that has been the thorn in my side since I started this game. We're happy to help. It's not our house after all. Really hoping I can decorate this tank with some actual fish later, because I think that'd be super cool. Just happened to run into Caroline coming out of the health center. We had the coconut, we gave it to her, got our gold from her. I really wanted to see this boulder get removed, so I killed some time to end the day looking for some hardwood, to no avail. This led us into our last day of this episode, and I just had to see what this boulder was all about. Seeing as I was going to end the episode anyway, I jumped out of bed, ran straight to where the boulder used to be, and I got this interaction with Willie. Willie gifted us a pan for sifting, which now makes me believe that we can get ores out of the water, which is super cool. I have not tried it yet, though. And with that, it brings us to the end of Stardew Valley, episode 14. I know this wasn't like my traditional episodes, but I hope you still enjoyed. If you like this better than how I normally do it, please let me know. Maybe I can continue this format in the future. Like, comment, subscribe, do all those fun things for me, and as always, I'll see y'all in the next one.